How are you? Fuck me, is it hot where you are? Oh, I don't know, man. It's, shit. It's November 2nd. It's 11 degrees in Toronto, and it's 4:51 p.m. The fuck is this? Anyway. Like, I have my fan on me right now, and it's on the second setting. I am roasting, ladies and gentlemen. I've even got ice water with me. I mean, qu'est-ce que fuck? Or something, right? I don't know. More of this shit. What the fuck? Seriously. Two in the same day of these let's call them random messages. Anyway. Hope you're all good. Be back in a second. Hi, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Hey! You guys in the back?
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me. Cause she got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase, got some egos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
The Klayre Avalon show, you motherfuckers.
Because she sucks drugs, Rogaine. Oh, what can I tell you guys? What can I tell you? going on? Ree's in the room. You may or may not know what WoW Presents is. If you do, good for you. If you don't, it's basically the company behind RuPaul's Drag Race and that entire world. It's World of Wonder. Founded by Fenton, former club kids Fenton Bailey and Randy Barbatos. James St. James works with them on the WoW Report. It's a whole thing. I got their app. I didn't even know they had one, but I got the app because what was it, earlier this year or whenever the fuck it was? I don't remember when they did it, but James St. James launched Night Fever podcast, where what he's been doing is talking to every fucking. There's 2 seasons up. I blazed through season 1, and I'm just teething on season 2. I got what, 1, 2. I think I got 2.5 down because I came away from the 3rd one. I'll come back to it. But yeah, it's what James St. James is doing is going from completely A to Z with everyone and everything that was the for all intent and purpose the underground, the club scene in New York in the 80s and 90s. But the interesting thing is, the people that he's fucking talking to have social and pop culture lives that precede the 80s, right? I started watching the episode with Suzanne Barsh today. And Suzanne Barsh is like the biggest fucking club, is the biggest party promoter in New York. And that's just one of her resume bullet points. But before she got to New York, she was telling stories about being overseas because she's Swiss, and being in Berlin and London and all these different fucking things, right? It's fucking wild. Oh my god. So yeah, if you're watching from North America where I broadcast, you do have access to the WoW Presents app. You gotta cough up a couple of bucks for it to get the podcast and stuff and certain drag shows. But it's like $5 a month. But if you aren't in North America, and this does blow your hair back, Night Fever is available on YouTube in audio only. Video is on the WoW Presents app and audio only on YouTube. So if you are a nightlife quasi-historian like myself, I guarantee you will not be disappointed either watching or listening to James St. James with Night Fever. It's a fucking blast. And I'm telling you, if it wasn't worth your time, I wouldn't be saying it. Speaking of things being in different places and whatnot, I never thought I'd see this coming. As everyone who sees my show or listens to my show is aware, I talk about satellite radio ad nauseum, right? And radio in general, whatever. Until recent years, I was never in a position to subscribe to SiriusXM. Nor did I know how, really, as silly as that sounds. But there I was. When I did get it, because I'm me, I learned about a lot of the shows on it really quickly. And I could go through my entire morning, any day of the week, on different channels and, this, that, and the other thing. And I learned about who used to be on it and who is on it and all this kind of fun stuff. One of the shows I listened to was the Jenny McCarthy Show, 10 a.m. on weekdays. On SiriusXM Stars 109. If you want to get fucking technical. I think it was after. No, she wasn't on it after. No, she was. So it was Jenny McCarthy, 10 a.m. weekdays, and then just Jenny with Jenny Hutt from noon to 2 on weekdays. All that to say, I latched on to Jenny Hutt, or I latched onto them both, and I learned about Jenny Hutt's show from just staying on that channel after McCarthy went off air. So barring the fact that McCarthy left in recent years, or a recent year, whatever, again, I never thought I would see this happen, because you never know what's going to happen, right? Like, things happen, people do things and move on to whatever. The statement has been made, so I don't feel like I'm telling tales out of school here by saying this. I think it was, I didn't catch the specific date on the post, but I saw it yesterday. Jenny Hutt, having spent, I don't know how long she was on Channel 109, but for quite some fucking time. She, for reasons unknown to me, admittedly, has decided to step away from SiriusXM. Now the fun thing is, I do follow Jen on Instagram, and I also subscribe to her on Instagram, because that's a new thing on IG. You can subscribe to people. So she's starting to do these live things, right? It's kind of fun. It's really cool. But she's coming away from just Jenny on SXM to launch her own podcast with the same name. Now the fun thing is, and this kind of strikes me as interesting, because if you've seen my show and you do sub to SiriusXM, you know that it is an uncensored platform, right? That comes with the territory if it's a paid service. That's why I found it interesting when, in her statement, Jenny Hutt said that yes, the show will remain with her namesake, but she said it's going to be like away from the filter of SiriusXM. I don't quite know what that means. And she also uttered the phrase, "We will be talking about everything." So I don't quite know. I'm not sure what she meant by either of those things. But regardless, let me see if I can find it here. Where are you, Jenny? Where are you, Jenny? Jenny. Oh, that was hard. Where's the... There it is. Let me see if I can... Is it there? Ah, yeah. Okay, so, like I said, Just Jenny podcast. Oh, and by the way, if you do... like, no one's here right now for the listeners, but... for the listeners, when this gets to SoundCloud, if you are interested in, if you know Jenny, if you're a fan of Jenny Hutt, just Jenny, and you're interested in doing this, The link is patreon.com. So patreon.com/Jenny Hutt, Hutt. Jenny Hutt. I don't know what the because Patreon, as you're well aware, is it's as well uncensored material, and it's like little extras and stuff for people who put out, you know, your Patreon backers and all that kind of idea. I don't know what the monetary value attached to the podcast is yet. Yeah. And also, this isn't until November 11th. So Remembrance Day, or as I call it, Novembrance Day. But yeah, guys. Jenny Hutt is leaving SiriusXM to launch her own project. And it's weird, when I was thinking of this the other night at work, about who was on there when I subbed to the service, and I couldn't help but think to myself, okay, so one of the shows that I listen to currently was on, or has been on rather, before I got it, but the crotch in that branch is one of the people involved in that show was dismissed of their duties with the company, right? With Sirius. I don't know well, I don't even know if I would get into the specifics if I knew them, but because it's not my fight. But some shit that go on, right? And so that was that. I felt kind of wishy-washy about the person it involved, so I can't cry too much. I thought they were fucking hilarious, like really. I loved their sense of humor, but what they did wasn't fucking cool. So anyway, so yeah, that was that. And then, like I said a second ago, McCarthy left once again for reasons unknown to me. I didn't look into it. And now Jenny is leaving. So you got both Jens off Channel 109. I mean, really? Like, and, what was it? I think McCarthy's show was replaced by a show called Hey, It's Me, Tinks, Almost Live. And yes, the lady's name is Tinks. Tinx. That's a cute show. It's really fun. You've also got, what is it, the Pop Culture Spotlight on there, Jess Cagle, keeping company with Ms. Hutt. I don't listen to Jess Cagle. I'm trying to think. This means absolutely nothing to anybody. I'm just kind of brainstorming out loud here in terms of the comings and goings from the big bad SXM. But I mean, all told, you know, like I said a second ago, things change. People come and go from positions that they're doing. But the amusing part of it that I thought to myself was, with all these things that have happened, with mics going off since I've had the service, you still got Stern on there maintaining 2 fucking channels. Sternthology, Howard 101, and Howard 100, the main channel. They play old episodes of the show on 101, and on 100, the actual show starts at 7 a.m., goes to about 10:30, depending on what they're doing, and then there's the wrap-up show, and then the 7 a.m. show just repeats all day, right? So that's how they market that. Good old fucking Stern, rocking 2 channels, and everyone's dropping like flies around him. Right? Like, fuck me. And the fine Mr. Stern, incidentally, coming to the end of his second and final contract next month. 3 years 3 years left on a hot mic for Mr. Stern. Is he gonna stay? Is he gonna actually retire? Fuck, late show today, guys. I am sorry. I didn't expect. Where is it? Where the fuck? For the remainder of this month and the entirety, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So three dates remaining in November, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dates in December for Germany's Kirsten Eden, should you find yourself kicking around Germany with nothing to do. The 4th of November, she's going to be at Ragnarok Berlin, Fusion Club in Munster on the 5th, Rock on the 19th in, I can't pronounce that, Gießen, I don't know, I'm sorry, Kirsten. 2nd of December, I'm going to bastardize these pronunciations. Karl Kinski, Karlsruhe, I don't fucking know. Fuck me. On the 9th of December, Inns und Kunz, Coburg. 10th of December, Alphonse X, Sigmaringen. Holy fuck, I'm trying. The 17th of December, Rave on Snow in Saalbach. And on New Year's Eve, she'll be at Boot House in Cologne. Or Köln, I guess that's pronounced. So yeah, like I said, if you find yourself kicking around Germany with nothing to do, follow Kirsten and get on those dates. It is always a good time at a Kirsten party. And if you should happen to not know who Kirsten Eden is, not only does she have solo parties, but she is part of the duo that is Edenheimer. Other half being her longtime friend and DJing partner, Pappenheimer. Speaking of SiriusXM, for all you rockers out there, recently, a feather in the cap for the Howard Stern show. Bruce fucking Springsteen was on the other day. Let me see. Is it up yet? I've been waiting. I heard a little. I heard most of it. But something like that, you really want to see the live, right? And they're back in studio. They're back. Howard 100 is back in studio at SiriusXM. Where's the fucking video section? It's not. Are you fucking serious? Oh, there it is. Yeah. So yeah, like I said a second ago with the Jenny Hutt situation in her podcast, if you happen to be watching my show or listening to my show from North America and you sub to SiriusXM and you are a fan or know of fucking hair in my mouth. Yeah, if you're into Bruce Springsteen, the 2-hour session is on the Sirius app right now. So I shall be watching that when I can. Did I tell you guys Eliza Schlesinger has a new book out? Called All Things Aside. Are you like me? I thought of this the other day. I have a lot of books. Some of them are on the bookshelf right there. Some of them are behind me. They're supposed to be sitting up facing you, but as you can see, they're right here. Take, for instance, Howard's book right behind me, his newest book, his first book after 20 or so years. It's called Howard Comes Again. His first two were Private Parts and Miss America. That to say, I'm the dork sitting over here because of my nerdisms. I will get a book just to have it. Because do you think I've cracked Howard's book behind me? Well, I opened it, yes, but I haven't read a word. I don't need to. All it is a chronology of his favorite interviews over the years. That's all it is. It's like one big transcript, almost. I got what? There's Fat Tony's book right there with my hand on it. That's called I Don't Take Requests. If you're old enough and you're English, as in UK, you probably know who DJ Fat Tony is. But yeah, I do that all the time, and I have a little mini list of books on my phone of books that I eventually will have in my possession. Some of them are psychological, some of them are just plain pop culture, etc., etc. Stuff like Bossy Pants from Tina Fey, or Sprinkle Glitter on My Grave from Jill Cargman, creator and star of Odd Mom Out. Speaking of streaming services and pay services, I don't know how far and wide Peacock TV is available. But again, if you are listening or hearing the show from North America, or have the means outside of North America to do it, check Odd Mom Out. Check that. Oh my God. It's basically about life on Park Avenue in Manhattan in New York City, like the Upper East Side, the hoity-toity side of Manhattan. If you look like Angelica Houston from The Addams Family. I mean, it's fucking brilliant. It's so fucking cool. I'd tell you how I found it, but I've watched it a few times and just... I forget. But yeah, the book thing. Sprinkle Glitter on My Grave. Once again, Jill Cargman, yeah. Fuck, I didn't think I'd have so much to talk about. Oh, speaking of talking, for the month of September, I was going on like bumper to bumper about the fact that I had a broken hand. Because I did. I worked last night, but I left early because I had what I was hoping was going to be my last appointment with the plastic surgeon today. Because I can't read, I was getting ready to go down to the appointment at the hospital, and I happened to glance at the appointment slip, and it said phone app on it. So just for clarification, I call down to the hospital, and I say, what does this mean? I was about to walk out the door, and they said, oh, that's a phone appointment. Well, for fuck's sakes. Nice thing is I saved myself 2 hours of travel. All that to say, no more fucking physiotherapy. The physiotherapist released me from her clutches 10 days ago or more by now. Yeah. And today, the plastic surgeon who's been overseeing me released me from his spell. So fucking yay. I can't I will never be able to do with my hand the things I can do. Like, I can't open it as widely as my left, and for the listeners, I'm holding both my hands up. But I have a Chrysler for a knuckle on my right pinky hand, or my right pinky knuckle, for fuck's sakes. But I'm not in pain. Yeah. Finally. So now I begin the slow burning process of digging myself out from not working for a fucking month. How are you, wherever you're watching from? Other person in the chat who isn't in the chat. Hi. Oh my. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, fucking hell. I've mentioned, when it launched, friend of the show, DJ Loudtastic in England, and maybe one or two other people who I'm unaware of, but she is the one who's been putting out all the information for it. Her and whoever else have launched Morpheus_Techno Collective. I saw the other day meaning at least could have been a week ago. They are coming forth with a podcast. And if I know anything about the kind of sets that Loudtastic wants, it's gonna be fucking banging. So yeah, Instagram, follow Morpheus_Techno Collective, MORPHEUS, Morpheus. Go for it. Tell her I sent you. And yes, I have already painted her into a corner to come back one of these days and talk about the podcast and how that's going. So soon. It's a huge undertaking, right? Drinking some head candy from 2015 while I think of some more shit to tell you. For those aware, the other day I finally basically had a fuck it moment and did a feature on rock group Dorothy, headed by Dorothy Martins. Twitch gets kind of cranky when you use big label music. Technically speaking, it's called DMCA. Normal people call it copyright. But I knew that going in. I don't really give a fuck because I know certain things and I know what I was going to do with the show, so I did it anyway. And what happened was exactly what I thought was going to happen. That was what? I forget how long did I go for that show? Was that 2 hours? Something like that? I think it was over an hour and a half for sure. And it's on YouTube if you want to see it. holy motherfucker. That was basically my feature on Dorothy, because of her new record, Gifts from the Holy Ghost. And again, I knew this walking into it. I had the fucking deletions and the notifications and the mutes and everything. I mean, they were coming at me before I was even off air, for fuck's sake. It may as well have been, right? I mean, my God. They couldn't send me the violation emails fast enough. I knew I was going into however long of a show, having created, like, you know, I think it was, like I said, I think it was like 2 hours or something like that. I knew I was going in, and I knew it was going to be 2 hours of silence, essentially. Which is, for all intents and purposes, that's what it was. But yeah, if you want to see the unmuted version of that show, go to my YouTube below me. It's right there. Or yeah, YouTube. Yeah, it's kind of fun. What I did was, yes, I went through Gifts from the Holy Ghost, and admittedly, I didn't do all of the songs from that record that I wanted to show you. But what I did do that I think was kind of a fun idea was, because of Dorothy's versatile style, I mean, she can do everything from a hard rocker to like an arena rock kind of track, you know, like Paradise City from fucking Guns N' Roses or something, to like a, well, like I said during the show, like an Alana Miles kind of vibe, right? So what I did was, I threw a few Marilyn Manson songs in there, and a few recommendations from people behind the scenes. It was kind of fun. So yeah, it's on the YouTube if you want to see the full version. If you hit any portion of the show where there's no sound, it's not because of a mute or anything. It's because I lost my mic, so just bear that in mind. Fuck, we got one viewer down there. I keep glancing down. We got someone who keeps coming in, going away, coming in, going away. I'm not babysitting my view count or anything, but I have my browser open, and I have my Winamp at the bottom of the screen, and my view count is right next to it. So I can't help but notice it. I'm not glued to it or anything. It's just right fucking there. I was curating, air quotes for the listeners. Well, if you want to call trying to find a Freemasons mix without vocals curating music, that's what I was doing earlier. And I was like, fuck me. They're like, can these cocksuckers do a mix with no vocals, for God's sake? Do away with the diva vocals for a second. I love a good diva vocal, but I mean, please. As you listen to what's under my voice, what's under me right now. Fuck. No diss to the Freemasons. I love what the Freemasons do, and DJs and producers like them. They're fucking remix scientists, these guys. But yeah, it makes kind of makes life for people like me kind of difficult. And these fucking flies. What the fuck is this? 5:32, 11 degrees in Toronto. It is sunset, ladies and gentlemen. Did you have a good Halloween? Did you trick or treat? Do you trick or treat? Do you have an opinion on trick or treaters above a certain age? Do you care? Like, I think when I was living back home on Canada's East Coast, yeah, I grew up on the East Coast of Canada. Prince Edward Island. I think the last time, because I was with a couple of friends of mine, and the funny thing is I don't remember anything except being in the car on our way to where we were going, and I don't even remember where we were fucking going. Oh my God! You know what? I just realized. After all these years, after all this time, it wasn't Halloween. We were going to a fucking party. We were going to a rave in the capital city of Prince Edward Island. Holy fuck. And here I was about to tell a Halloween story. The fuck am I on? Well, I know what I was on. That's why I can't remember. Yeah. Snap, crackle, pop, motherfucker. Oh, shit. Oh, let me send a message real quick. Real quick, like. Get the fucking, I was instructed to do this, and I never do, so let me see. There, I've done my part. Can't accuse me of not following instructions. Do. Hey, do you guys remember, for the listeners, my last guest was Danny Gorney, an old raver friend of mine from Ottawa. I lived in Ottawa from the early 2000s to 2009 before I moved to here in Toronto. And that's when I met Danny Gorney from the party scene in Ottawa. He lives here now. He's been here since 2014. I didn't know that until he told me. So yeah, he went from raver / party promoter to graphic novelist. That session is on the VODs, and it's also on the YouTube. It's on the VODs in the fucking YouTube, it is. Kickstarter campaign, graphic novel. Series is called Sleepwalkers. It's about life and not being able to handle it. And gig economy and working mundane jobs, etc., etc. Not speaking out of school when I say that it's leaning into an exercise in mental health, given the climate of nowadays. There's also tits and superheroes involved, so if either of those things interest you, go ahead and look up. I don't have the link in front of me, but just Google Sleepwalkers Kickstarter, Danny Gorney, Gorny, and Google will walk you through the rest of it. That was a fun conversation. I learned a lot about the differences between what a Kickstarter campaign fucking is against like an actual like comic book or like a graphic novel company. right? Like with Illustrator, like the whole fucking thing. I didn't know that a Kickstarter campaign means, like, if I was going to launch a comic book or anything, or an anime or a manga, and I'm not tied to DC or Marvel Comics, for instance, and I want to get my shit to you, chances are I'm launching a Kickstarter. I didn't know what that was. I follow a few of them, actually. Now that we're talking about it, Jim Noble is the head cheese over at Totally Rad Comics. He's doing some good work, him and his team. So if you look up, if you're into that shit, look up Totally Rad Comics on Google as well. If you like pretty things, if you like nice girls in comic books, if you like naughty comic books, go for it. Also, Mount Olympus Comics. In that same vein, if you're familiar with a style of film called film noir, you might be interested in an illustrator by the name of Nick Guerra, Guerra. Nick Guerra. He basically does the film noir equivalent to comics and comic books. You can follow him. I follow him. I don't have him on my. Do I have him on? I don't have him on my Instagram. Funny enough. Exactly. Yeah. For the listeners, Kickstarters are usually created for creators trying to get fun. Exactly. Well, that's exactly it. Yeah. But yeah. Again, if you like stuff a little darker, whether it be for the story or the artwork, and you like stuff, and if you check out Totally Rad Comics and Jim Noble and his people, if you like something even more naughty, go after Nick Guerra's illustrations and see what his world is all about. I'm a big fan. I fucking, it's fucking awesome. Shit. Love it. How these guys create a draw, like, say, like, okay, so you're drawing the figure of a woman, right? How you draw that woman, and say it's like looking up at her. You're looking up the landscape of her body, and she's laying down, and she has her legs crossed, for instance, right? How these guys have the skill to create the idea that the woman is wearing pantyhose on her feet, right, is absolutely mind-boggling to me. I don't fucking understand. How the hell do you do that? I mean, if I was an illustrator or, anything of that regard, I would probably understand, but here I sit. There's probably a big part of it. Yeah, shading is a big part of it, yeah. So, for the listeners and anyone who's going to hear this on the recording, whatever, if you enjoy this style of comic book or anything in the comic book sphere, go ahead and look this shit up, right? It's really fucking cool. See, now all I'm doing is sharing stuff that I like with you. That's essentially all I'm doing. Oh, well, and that's an interesting point, Ree, once again, for the listeners. A lot of artists like to cross-hatch as well for stuff like that. It's funny in terms of technique, it's funny you're saying crosshatch. Because there's none of that in what Nick Guerra does. Funny enough. None. It's all like, for want of a better phrase, it's all like just heavy shadow work, right? I mean, it's just like, to me, it's absolutely staggering what these people do. I'm gonna create a cardinal sin. I'm gonna commit a cardinal sin right now. Something I shouldn't do. I just went into a Discord server that I'm on for the server of a viewer of the show, and I did something I'm probably not supposed to do, but I'm not here to care. Yeah, I still have the whole comic book thing in my head. I'm thinking of the wonderful world of Totally Rad Comics with Noble and his people. It's interesting because one of the series in what they do is a summer camp thing. And that's all I'm gonna say. Go look up Totally Rad Comics and you'll see what I mean. It's just really cute and stuff. I mean, fucking sue me, whatever. I'm not going to apologize for enjoying pretty girls on paper that don't exist. While I lay to smoke and think of some more stuff to tell you, dive back into some 2015 head candy. Rihanna saying, I wanted to ask Danny if he thought that having graphic novels tied to the comic book world was beneficial or detrimental to the landscape. That's a good question. It's funny because I think during that show, I mean, this is apples and oranges, of course, but during our chat with Danny, I think I mentioned when they when the Archie comic creators came out with this whole new world of Archie, right? They didn't really. They went dark with the TV series Riverdale. They turned it into some fucking dark version of Dawson's fucking Creek, and I don't know why. Which completely ruined the universe of Archie, in my opinion. So fuck Riverdale, first of all. But did to bastardize reorganize, sorry for the listeners, I call him Rihanna, to kind of bastardize what he's saying for a quick moment, when they did come out with, let's say, the update to the Archie comic world in the magazine form, right? The magazine comic style that's been around forever. Nice thing for the Archie world is, yes, it was a facelift, depending on who you are, to the Archie world. Unaffected, right? Not an eyelash fluttered, so to speak. But that is an interesting angle. I'll hit Danny with that. I'll say that was a question that wasn't addressed due to time. But I'll get an answer for you, Ree. Anyone know who Mayim Bialik is? If you don't know her real name, you'll know. If you're old enough, you'll know that she had a sitcom named after her. She's fucking Blossom. Yes, sir. Where did I find out? I found this out because I watched a podcast called Howie Mandel Does Stuff, hosted by Howie Mandel and his daughter Jackie, on which Mayim was a guest. And you know what's fun? It's really fucking fun to say that Mayim Bialik is literally a rocket scientist. Amy Farrah Fowler. Yes, Big Bang for a more modern reference. I grew up with Blossom. And Six. Remember Six? Six was a fucking cutie, no? I mean, shit, come on. Fuck, if that was real, like if Blossom was a real world or happened in the real world, I would have been all over Six yesterday. Oh my god, Six was a little cutie. So yeah, I found out that Mayim Bialik has a podcast through a podcast, once again, Howie Mandel Does Stuff. It's been going on for like a year and change. And YouTube it. It's out there. Go for it. I'm working up to one episode that I really want to see. I'm kind of saving it for last, so I'm sifting through previous episodes. What I didn't know, I only found this out through watching the fucking show. No, she's... Well, that kind of leans into what I was about to say, Amy, and hello. Has that been you coming in and out, honey? She's a neuroscientist, not a rocket scientist. Biology. What's biology? Well, no, what I'm trying to say... What I'm trying to say is Mayim Bialik's podcast has been live for about a year and change, and it's called The Bialik Breakdown. What I also learned through watching a few of the episodes is It's not just Mayim sitting back and chatting. It's a fucking mental health podcast. I didn't know that when I started watching. I did watch her session with Loosely. I have to redo all this. I don't know if you guys know who Leslie Jordan is. He's about that tall. And for the listeners, I'm making about an inch space between my thumb and my pointer finger. Leslie Jordan starred in Will and Grace as Beverly Leslie. But yeah, fucking Lindsay Sterling as well, electric violinist, has been on recently talking about, once again, mental health and Mormonism, which I didn't expect out of Ms. Sterling. She's got Gabriel Iglesias on there and blah, blah, blah. Moshe Kasher. And you know what? Speaking of books, Moshe Kasher, a stand-up comedian here in the States. I shouldn't say here in the States because I'm not in the States. Down in the States. I'm in Canada. Stand-up comic Moshe Kasher has a book out called Kasher in the Rye. I mentioned earlier about having books in my collection just to have them. I must say that now having discovered that Moshe Kasher has a book, I am going to be ordering that motherfucker, and I am going to read that cover to cover at least once. Because girl has led a life. Oy, God. I am so... And I'm going to watch that episode again. Like I said a second ago, I'm leading up to the one that I really want to watch. I saw this on IG. And by the way, follow Bialik Breakdown on IG. Bialik Breakdown. Bialik Breakdown. If you're interested. If that's your jam. I mean, for God's sake, it's Blossom, right? How can you go wrong? Blossom has a podcast. I could have fucking sworn she was a rocket scientist because I've heard people say that. Let's get muted. Oh, is it on? No, well, hang on. No, it's not. Well, it is technically on. What about now? Oh, and I suck. I didn't hit record. Oh my god, guys, I'm still getting used to this, like, big girl fucking version of OBS. Oh, I've been here for, like, over an hour, and I didn't hit record, which means I have to download my own show. I hate doing that. Oh, fucking hell, that's annoying. Oh, well. Anyway, what is with the flies in my fucking flat? Fuck me. You mentioned that before, Ree. Yeah, I'll jump into that. Yeah. Yep. Record. Record. Fuck. Oh well. That's what I fucking hate about this OBS fucking studio, whatever the fuck it's called. I lose mic a lot more now. Yeah, station, yeah, channel commands. That's changing. Fucking sick of house. 1 second. Sorry for that loud ripping sound. If you heard that, that was the sound of tape being ripped off a door. MMG 2006. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the show. $2026. My apologies. Kick off your shoes. Would you like a drink or anything else? Rihanna, if you're still there, I'm going to be sending you a track that I have every intention of tearing apart because I've got some ideas. joined us on the recording, or even if you're here right now, we've gone from deep house to Kirsten Eden, Payday 9, last year before, fairly recent, and quintessential Kirsten. Fuck these people that follow and then go away. I mean, like, are you that busy? Saying that, not knowing who's here. I was going to end in an hour, but let's see how it fucking goes. Popped onto my Instagram just now, and I'm looking at a post from Roland the Bastard. Roland the Bastard is not for the faint of heart. Oh, and by the way, the fucking gas. Speaking of awakenings, because this post is for awakenings. Did that pass me by at the gas outer? I completely missed the whole fucking thing. I'm usually on top of this stuff. I have to find some. From some sets from the gas outer to sink my claws into. And you know what? I was mentioning comic books and stuff earlier. I don't know what you follow on Instagram, but I follow some stuff. If you ever want to explore what my Instagram looks like, just DM me. Because I follow a few pretty girls. I am a pretty girl, so I know one when I see one. Just 1 second, let me empty my ashtray. Hang on. tale as old as time. Payday 9. Well, I know you don't, Ree. I wasn't speaking directly to you, love. Yeah, they are, and I have... oh, don't get me started. For anyone in right now, and anyone who's going to see this on the recording or YouTube or SoundCloud when I fucking get it there, Speaking of SoundCloud, I haven't put Danny Gorney's episode on SoundCloud yet, but it will be there. He's not on SoundCloud, but I am. What was I going to say? Fuck. Oh, yeah. For those aware, I did a show on... I did a show recently focusing on kink and fetish. Research continues on my follow-up show about masturbation. And it's going well. For that show, I can tell you that plans are in the works to... I don't know how this is going to work. We're either going to be... I'm either going to have a consultation with a sex therapist in Holland, or not Holland, fucking Norway, or this individual will be live with me in the environment. I don't know yet, but it's in the works. We have to suss this out. But regardless, I have been doing research on the kink follow-up show. When that's going to go to air, I don't know yet, because of the simple matter that research has been ongoing. But rest assured, you will see the shingles for that when that show will be upcoming. And I hope you all join in. I don't... normally I have the Discord open, and I don't even know why I don't have it open now. I'm stoned and I forgot. Probably not, based on the nature of the show, of that show specifically. What are you gonna hear? What are you gonna see on that show and that series, I should say, because yes, the world of masturbation is vast, right? Depending on who you are, and everything that involves that world. But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be intelligent. It's going to be filthy. I mean, who gives a fuck, right? We're all grown-ups. But yeah. We're going to explore. I haven't talked about it for a while. But it is forthcoming. That series will not be on my VODs, so don't look for it. Speaking of the future show on masturbation, going back to earlier in the show when I was talking about the goings-on recently on SiriusXM, one show I listened to, hi Shireen, welcome my darling. One show I listen to a lot is Jim and Sam, 8 a.m. weekdays. Sam is a big wrestling guy, right? He's into all that kind of shit. Jim Norton, his co-host, is a stand-up comic in New York City. And I'm I'm mentioning Jim and Sam in reference to my show on masturbation because of who Jim Norton is. I thought of this the other night at work. I don't know if you know who she is, but Nikki Glaser is a quite successful female she's a quite successful comedian in the States, and her entire act, all her material, is based on sex. Every fucking inch of it. She's also not the most unfortunate looking creature in the world, but that's beside the point. I mentioned Jim Norton because I was thinking of this last night at work, given my upcoming show, again, the research for which has been ongoing. N-I-K-K-I, but yes, yeah, Nikki makes you horny. Okay, cool. C. James says for the listeners. I'm mentioning Jim Norton specifically because when I was at work last night thinking of my future show on self-sex, I thought of Nikki Glaser and Jim Norton. Now, the interesting thing is, everything, like I just said, everything about Nikki is what she talks about, as is, on a sliding scale, what Jim Norton talks about. Now, the funny part is, Jim Norton is way more sexually diverse than Nikki is. You will hear things in a comedy, in a stand-up session with Jim Norton that you will not hear from many other comics. For my money, Jim Norton talks about things that would make fucking Nikki Glaser blush. And I fucking love every inch of it. I love everything Jim Norton stands for. It's fucking glorious. So, with those two people in mind, I'm not saying either one of them are going to be involved in my show or anything they do, right? But again, pay attention to your notifications for the KAS and the Discord if you're not there for my upcoming show on masturbation. Oh, it'll be a journey into sound, all right. Really, C. James? Nikki Glaser? Really? Yeah? I guess I'll give you that. She's got a pretty face. But I mean, my God, she's got an ass like the side of a barn. But I mean, I'm an ass girl, so I can't fault you for that. Rachel Feinstein isn't a raunch comic, but I mean, give me Rachel Feinstein any day of the fucking week, like yesterday.
Jahrzehntelang mit Rausch.
Shireen, for the listener, says, Irish always get raw, true leather there. I don't know what that means, honey. Fuck, this is fucking hilarious. I start talking about adult material and all of a sudden my chat comes alive. fuck I do my show on masturbation, you motherfuckers better be in my chat. I swear to God. Oh, C. James for the listener. Oh, C. James just came. Who is Irish, Shireen? You said he's Irish, Shireen. Who are you referring to? Irish are straight to the point, says Shireen in the chat for the listeners. There's a fucking joke in, there's a fucking sex joke in there somewhere. Straight to the point. Oh, well, you have to, my darling, you have to specify who you're talking about if I say something or somebody says something in the chat. You can feel, oh, yeah, Jim Norton. Oh, yeah, Jim Norton is, for sure, yeah, he's straight. I love him. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Jim Norton, yeah. And yes, he is straight to the point. I didn't know he was Irish. No, I was talking about Jim, but C. James 13 also said something, so I didn't know who you were referring to, Shireen. I'm sorry. That's why I need you to clarify. Because C. James just finished saying that Nikki Glazer gets him hard, so at the same time I was talking about Jim Norton and how filthy he is when he wants to be. So I was just looking for a little clarification there, honey. I'm sorry. Yeah. Couple things going on at the same time there, my love. Just a precursor to the masturbation show. Yes, we may or may not be having a sex therapist on the show. But just as a small, well, it's not a small or a big spoiler alert, but I mean, like I said a second ago, you fuckers better be here for this because it's going to be fun. It's going to be fucking raunchy. It's going to be everything. Much like Howard 100 on SiriusXM with fucking Cocktober, which has spread into November. I'm not trying to copy Howard. I'm just doing this because I want to. My masturbation show will be a series because it's such a vast topic. And I may or may not be sharing some things that I personally am into. Are your notifications on, Shireen? Just watch your notifications, honey. Well, like I said a second ago, it is a huge undertaking. So, Shireen, if you're still here, I will tag you if I remember. So, fair enough? $6:39 p.m. in Toronto on the Klayre Avalon show. Guys, how the fuck is everybody? How are we all doing? What's your life like tonight? Kitty Kitty King, welcome in. What the fuck? Kit Catty, whatever the fuck your name is. Welcome to the show. Hi. How you doing? Welcome to Toronto. Kick off your shoes. Have a drink, my darling. Kit Kat Titty King. Oh, I was trying to read from like a foot and a half away. I'm sorry. Kit Kat Titty King, welcome to the family. Nice to see you. Where you in from, my love? Kit Kat Titty King. In true FM radio fashion, MTV in the 90s and 80s. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, you're in New York. Oh, can we please have a round of applause for my New York fucking posse? Yes. I'm about 8 hours north of you. I'm in Toronto. Yes. Welcome to the family. My pronouns are she, her. Oh, is it only 2 hours? Oh, why did I think it was 8? What am I thinking of? Yeah, because Buffalo is upper New York State. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What the fuck am I thinking of? Because I had a friend. I have a friend. I have a friend who's driven from Toronto to New York State, and she said, "Oh, I forget where, because she was the manager of a drag queen I used to know, and oh, that must be it, yeah, because she was the manager of a drag queen that I used to know, and I think she had a show in New York City. I think that was the difference, yeah. Okay, cool. That's the, yeah, cool. I got you now. Yeah. Well, regardless, welcome in, my friend. Nice to see you. Being a newcomer to the show, what you're in for on the Klayre Avalon show, you know what, I'm going to shorten your name to Titty King just for the sake of simplicity, and apologies for doing that, just because my computer is so far away. Once again, welcome to the show, And I will say going forth that if you choose to stick around, the only difference between me and a live radio show is you can fucking see me. And I'm also at all the links below. Should you be on any of those platforms? Live on Twitch, audio form on SoundCloud, etc., etc., etc. Blah blah blah. Kick off your heels, motherfucker, and have a seat, have a drink, or anything you're in the mood for. Welcome to the show. Oh, I love it when my New York peeps come in. I have another viewer of the show who's in your area, roughly. They haven't been around for a while, not sure why, but yeah, I love seeing my New York peeps come in. Oh, so you're completely green to Twitter? Oh, well, I almost feel should I be flattered? How did you find the Klayre Avalon show? How did you make that mistake in life? We also have Discord, if you know what Discord is. I don't have Discord open tonight, even though I could. Yeah, if you're in the Discord allows viewers and listeners to the show to join into the show live with me if they so choose, whether on camera or not. Yeah. I don't know if you know what Discord is, but if you don't, fair enough. If you do, feel free to jump in. No harm, no foul. No worries. All we ask for around here is your respect. If you notice when you come into the chat that there were no rules on my chat, because I don't have any. If I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. Everyone in my chat are adults. And I'm not the girl gonna sit back and tell you how to act like one. Titty King, are you over 18? Pardon me for asking, but your name is slightly misleading, so yeah. Rihanna, you did not. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Ah, Jesus Christ. Oh, Titty King is telling us that they like Kit Kats and titties. Even though they spelled titties wrong. This place has everything. Lights, psychos, Furbies, screaming babies in Mozart wigs, sunbird drifters with Fuck you, Ree. Fuck you. We gotta find some more of those. Titty King says they love Kit Kats and titties, but not in that order. What about tits with melted Kit Kats on them? I mean, trick or treat. I have a recent show on YouTube, Titty King, with a friend of mine from New Jersey, a little south of you. And during that show, we learned a little bit about Jersey and surrounding areas. If you don't mind, tell me a little about life in Buffalo. I'm a big city nerd, so indulge me if you please. You're into sports, are you? Oh, you're into the football, the American version of football, like NFL and all that shit. Football, of course, being the UK soccer. Oh, you're a jock, are you? You like watching boys play with their balls all day. All right, cool. Oh, you don't like football? Okay. Oh, my apologies. You said if you like football. Okay, cool. Fair play. All right, good stuff. All right. My mistake. Oh, for fuck's sakes. This place has everything. Pugs, geezers, doo-wop groups, a wise old turtle that looks like Quincy Jones. And you'll have your own Harry Met Sally moment when you share a special kiss with whatever the fuck a gizmo is, a coked up gremlin. Jesus Christ. Just a reminder for those unaware. These quotes are coming from a character from Saturday Night Live in New York City in the 90s from Bill Hader called Stefan. Stefan was the Weekend Update nightlife correspondent, and all these quotes are from Stefan's Saturday Night Live report on the hottest club in New York City. And a rule of the show is whenever they're posted, I have to read them out. Rihanna, you son of a bitch. A gizmo. A coked up gremlin. Hey Gizmo, give us a line, would you? Come on, share, you little cunt. Getting bored. Somebody give me something to talk about. We're staring down the barrel of 13 minutes to the end of the show. Or a topic. Why was I playing house at the start, says Rihanna. Because I didn't know what direction. Well, I didn't know where I wanted to go tonight, Ree. And let's everybody say hello to DJ Staples 93, recent guest of the show. Let's have 3 cheers for DJ Staples. What's your topic, Staples? What do you want to talk about, my love? What's on your mind? Yeah, shout out DJ Staples. Great show DJ Staples runs, yeah. Boo me, says Staples. No, shout out to Jersey. You were called a Disneyland parent today by your ex. Can you please give me some elaboration on that? What the fuck does that mean? A Disneyland parent. Does that mean you don't curse and you eat oatmeal all day? I don't C. James says, was early 2000s hard trance overrated or was it really that good? I don't fucking remember. Staples, because my youngest being shitty to her and said she wanted to come to my house and not be with her mom. Oh, so being referred to as a Disneyland parent is a good thing. You're the cool dad, is the translation. But no, C. James, that was 100 years ago, my love. I don't remember enough to comment on that. I'm sorry. Well, actually, I'm not sorry. But yeah, I have no idea. Early 2000s hard trance overrated or was... Yeah, plus my tastes are too vast to give you an educated answer on that. So, Disneyland parent is a term for a parent where everything... Well, so there you go. Well, there you go, dude. Well, good for you then. No, you can say cunt on the show, Staples. Yeah, no worries. You can say anything you want on my show. You don't have to space it out. And by the way, nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Rihanna, it was really that good, but so overplayed at raves. I love my Tracid tracks, Isis, Uberdruck, and that stuff, but you got bored of it all real fast when it was played every week at raves. I know what you're talking about, Ree and C. James, now that Reorganize has clarified. That's cool, kitty. Titty. I gotta give you a nickname. Fuck me. No, it's cool. Yeah. C. James is calling this hard trance, but because I grew up on Canada's East Coast out on Prince Edward Island, and I was exposed to certain things and not others, all the names that Rihanna has just rhymed off, Isis, Uberdruck, etc., all... Oh, are you leaving us, kitty? Titty, rather. What are you... Why are you going? Oh. Well, we'll see you again. So, hard trance against what I'm about to say. Because of the music I was exposed to and the parties, when I think Uberdruck and Isis, I think the Sensation parties in Amsterdam. Right? Sensation Black, mostly. So, for me, Isis and Uberdruck were hardstyle and not hard trance. I don't really want to debate that, but call it a cultural difference. I don't know. And I don't really care, but, yeah. We shall see you soon, Titty King. Thanks for stopping by. Well, well, so did I, because it was. See, James 13 says, I called it hard style at the time. Yeah, well, because Uber Druck is hard style. Same as Techno Boy, The Prophet, and a bunch of other names that I can't remember. Yeah, no joke, Staples. Titty King, yep. Coming in from Buffalo. Yep, the newest member to the family. German Trance was, you know, fuck me. You know what? When I was living with my friend before I left PEI, I was downloading a bunch of stuff on LimeWire or whatever the fuck it was under the name of German Trance because I didn't know any better, right? So all these years later, I actually don't know what German fucking trance is. I would venture that maybe it's similar to hardstyle. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of stuff. I don't know that. German trance. Yeah. Yeah, Staples. Yeah, fucking LimeWire. Let me see what I got. Well, as much as it was evolving, so too wasn't it, right? For us here in Canada, call it a cultural gap. It wasn't being developed as far as we were concerned. So, yeah. Bad by You Too says Staples 93. First song I ever downloaded on Napster was Bad by U2 from Live Aid. Oh, Live Aid. Shout out to Live Aid. I was on a dial-up. Oh. Dial-up, and it took 24 hours to download. My fuck. Fuck me, dude. But par for the course, right? Shit. I despise that era. I love it, but we have to create a hash. We have to create a command for the show that says I hate Euro. Jesus Christ, Brad. Hashtag F Euro, says DJ Staples 93. Fuck me. No worries, love. I like it, but whatever. For instance, if anybody remembers JK, I love JK. R-A-D-I-O, my radio, or this is a story of you and I, just you and I love that stuff. I really do. Fuck, I had way more fun talking about masturbation. Pappenheimer live at Sunshine Live Mix Mission 2021 if you're interested. I know where your heart lies, Reap. I got you. What else is on everybody's mind tonight? 7:12 p.m. in Toronto. The sun has set. Admittedly, we are a rough 15 minutes away from the end of the show. Is your gym coach female? C. James 13 saying, I masturbate over my 50-year-old gym coach and I live next to a school. My question remains. We're not talking about the school, but I'm more interested in your coach comment. What's she look like? I'll make it easy. Think of a celebrity she looks like. Roughly.
I'll take you higher.
And hey, you know what? Doesn't matter if it doesn't the age doesn't matter if she does it for you. If she does it for you, fair game, my love. No worries. Yeah, do you, boo boo.
I'll take you higher.
She got a nice ass, nice tits. What? Nice body.
I'll take you higher.
Well, we're not talking about actually going for her. Fantasy is one thing. Putting it into action is a whole different game.
I'll take you higher.
That's not what we're saying. Can't think of a okay.
I'll take you higher.
All right, cool.
I'll take you higher.
Well, good for you. Happy for you.
I'll take you higher.
Yeah.
I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher.
Cool.
I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher.
Masturbating to his 50-some-year-old, not his gym coach, but a gym coach. C. James says she's got a lot going for her, and she's very positive. Well, good for her. You'd bring her to...
I'll take you higher.
Okay. Well, the main thing is you have the fantasy, right? That's cool. So what do? You picture her in different outfits? Is that the game? Different scenarios? Different clothes?
I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher.
To be fair, Olivia Wilde does it for me.
I'll take you higher.
Sofia Vergara.
I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher.
13 minutes and we're going to say goodnight, folks.
I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher. I'll take you higher.
Thanks for popping in, Staples. Nice to see you. C. James, if you're still here, to respond to what you were saying, I'll probably go more into it on my upcoming show about masturbation. But to do it right now would be too vast and deep a conversation to get into, seeing as how we're 9 minutes away from going off air. But I say that because there's a really deep and psychological approach to what I get off to. And admittedly, for reasons I would venture you probably... Well, never mind. Guys, like I just said, we are 9 minutes away from the end of the show. It was slow going in the beginning, but I appreciate you all who have joined in. I'm off tomorrow. We'll probably be here again. Approaching 7:30 in Toronto. Late night in the UK, where most of my audience is. Barring our good people like DJ Staples. But yeah, I am working. I'm off today and tomorrow. Like I said, we'll probably be here tomorrow. I wish I had a schedule to offer everybody, but I unfortunately, because of my work schedule, it's just too fucking. It's just a stupid idea. A lot of my shows end up being pop-ups unintentionally, but that's partly because of my schedule and partly because I'm not the most diligent at promoting the show when I'm going live. But yeah, we'll be here tomorrow. I go back to work Friday night for the whole weekend. I'm on nights right now. I get off Monday morning. I'm off Monday and Tuesday, and then I go back in Wednesday and Thursday night. I get off Friday morning this coming week. So I'm off for the whole weekend that weekend, so we'll be here again. And then I start days that Monday. I start days next Monday. So we will be live all weekend. I didn't have the Discord open tonight because I just didn't think of it, but normally it is, because I've started to get into the habit of doing that. But yeah, unless anybody has anything else to say. For the remaining 8 minutes, this is Pappenheimer Sunshine Live 2021. And if you've seen my show before at all, don't expect a raid. We don't raid around here. We are a radio show through and through, and radio does not exist with raids. Plus, raiding isn't a fucking rule. If you enjoy what you have witnessed this evening, by all means, follow the channel. Follow me on all the links below to ruin your life. If you have any time to waste. Sub to the channel if you so choose. All proceeds go to making the Klayre Avalon show bigger and better for you. Once again, something I do from time to time when I'm in the mood is I do lip syncs. I don't do them on the show anymore. I used to end with one every now and again when I was in the mood. But it proved to be an editing nightmare. So if you do want to witness any of the lip syncs that I do, I'm a rocker girl. And I've also been building a drag act for like 3 years or so, barring COVID. That had nothing to do with it. But if you do want to see any of my lip syncs, they're on, once again, follow the links below. My YouTube, they're all there. Rock out with me, guys. Come on. despite the track you're hearing right now. 7:38 p.m. in Toronto. We will see you motherfuckers tomorrow. We are live on the Klayre Avalon show tomorrow. But for now, we're saying good night. See you tomorrow, guys. That's it. Have a good night.